So now this is the continuation part of graphical method, in which we have already seen one case where we obtained a unique solution. Now there are special cases which arise in LPP. These are the now we categorize the types of solution which we get while solving LPP. Let us see the first one. The first one is unique optimal solution. It means when you obtain a unique solution satisfying the objective function as well as all the constraint. This example we have learned in the earlier lecture. Let us see the second category. Second category is this. What is the second category? Multiple optimal solution. An LPP may have same optimal value of the objective function at more than one extreme points. Means if there are 2-3 points at which the LPP has same objective function value, then in those case all the points will be the point of optimal solution, and thus we receive multiple optimal solution in that case. So next one is my special type, which is known as unbounded solution. So this is the definition of unbounded solution. If a LPP has no limit on the constraints, or we can say that the feasible region is not bounded, because already we know we apply the graphical method and we try to find the feasible region. If feasible region is not bounded and variables can increase to infinity, then the objective function value may be finite or infinite. In such situation, if the objective function value is infinite, means you cannot attain a finite value for the objective function, then the problem is said to have unbounded solution. So this is the definition of unbounded solution, and we will learn it with the help of an example as well. Now simply I can also say, if feasible region is unbounded and objective function value is infinite, then the problem has unbounded solution. Or simply I can say, if feasible region is unbounded and objective function value is infinite, then we say the problem has unbounded solution. So this is the definition of an unbounded solution. And lastly we have infeasible solution. So this is my definition of infeasible solution. We are in LPP, so we have objective function and constraints. So infeasibility majorly depends on constraints only. When there is no solution to an LPP that satisfies all the constraints and simultaneously the non-negativity restrictions, this is very important. In such a case we say that LPP has no feasible solution, or it has infeasible solution. So I hope this definition is clear to you. Now we will see one example for unbounded and infeasible using graphical method. Let us now consider the following question, and again we are going to apply the graphical method over this question to find the optimal solution. So it is again maximization, this thing, subject to two constraints, x1 minus 2x2 less than or equals to 1, x1 plus 2x2 greater equals to 3, and non-negative restrictions that x1 x2 greater equals to 0. On a similar manner we will assume it to be line L1 and we assume it to be line L2. So let us plot the points. So these would be the points which will be receiving. Let us solve it. We will be getting put x1 is equals to 0. So now we obtain these 2 points, and now we are going to plot these line over the graph. So for now let us see how do we plot it on the graph. Thus on a similar manner I have plotted both the lines, line L1 and line L2 on the graph. Now we try to see what is the feasible region which we are getting. So it means I have to see the nature of the lines. So first of all, what was my line L1? So let us see the line L1. Line L1 is x1 minus 2x2 less than or equals to 1, and this is my line L1. So I can see this line is dividing my hyperplane, my whole graph, into 2 hyperplane. One is above the line and one is below the line. So I will see a favorable point and the easy one, so that I can get the favorable region. So I can put value 0, 0. So if I put 0, 0 over here, so I'll get 0 minus 0 less than or equals to 1. So yes, this is satisfied. So that's why the favorable region for line L1 is above this line. Okay. Next comes on a similar manner L2. For L2 we have x1 plus 2x2 greater than or equals to 3. So again let us look at the problem. This is my line L2 and again it's divided into two parts, below the line and above the line. So below the line there exists a point origin. So let us try to put it in. So 0 plus 0 is greater than or equal to 0, which is not true. So it means this region consisting of origin does not satisfy the given equation inequality. So that's why this is not the feasible region. The feasible region is above the line L2. So now we have to locate the common part. And lastly, definitely we should not forget, we have two more conditions, that x1 is positive and x2 is also greater than or equals to 0. So it means we are dealing in the first quadrant. So this is my x1 is equals to 0, this is x2 is equals to 0, and now we look for the favorable region. So upper part of this and upper part of this. So the favorable region I can see is this. So this is my feasible region. This is my feasible region. And I can see this feasible region is not bounded. It is going till infinity. It is keeping on increasing. Now two corner points which we achieve over here is A and B, and definitely A is lying on this. So we have this value, and similarly B. We know this is the point of intersection of these two lines, so we will find the coordinates of each and every point. So let us now apply the corner point method once again, and let's see what is the solution. This is my corner point method in which I have plotted A and B. Now one more thing, since my region is unbounded in nature, so I have to look for other points as well. Like we can see the region is increasing along this line as well as region is increasing along this line, right? So what I'll do for my simplification, I will take two random points from this axis as well, and I will take some random point from this as well. So only then we can make a conclusion in case where feasible region is infinite. So let us take one point, say C from here, this thing, and I can also take one more point, say this. So this will tell me whether the value of objective function is increasing as this value is increasing or not. So I have plotted C 4, 0 and D 6, 0. So let us write my Z. Z is 5x1 plus 4x2. So let us now calculate the values of each and everything and see what we are getting. So now after solving we got these values. So definitely I can see for A and B we are getting 6 and 12, and once C and D comes into picture, for C it is coming out to be 20, for D is coming out to be 30, and the problem was maximization problem. So definitely I can also take one more value E, say 100, 0, because my feasible region was unbounded. This is keeping on increasing. So now let us see the value for E corresponding to E. So corresponding to its value is coming out to be 500. So I can say that there is no upper limit to the value for Z. It means the objective function value is infinite in this case. So what I'll say, thus objective function value is infinite. Thus we conclude that given LPP is unbounded in nature, or we can also say LPP has unbounded solution. So this is the example of unbounded solution. Now I will look at one more problem. Let us see through the next example. Now let us see one more example. The problem is maximize this thing subject to constraint x1 plus x2 less than or equals to 1, x1 plus x2 greater than or equals to 3, and non-negativity restrictions. Same manner, I will take this L1, I will take this L2, and then I will try to plot the points for each line. Thus I receive these 2 points for the lines. Now I plot the lines on the graph. So I have plotted the line on the graph, and let us see, this is my line L1 and this is my line L2. Now I have to look for the feasible region, and definitely because of non-negativity restriction we always work in the first quadrant. So we do not need to look beyond first quadrant, means we should not look at second, third and fourth quadrant. Now let us look at line number 2. What was my line L1? It was x1 plus x2 less than or equals to 1. So this is my line L1. So I have to look for a favorable point in region below the line and above the line. The most easiest one is origin. So let us put origin. 0 plus 0 is less than 1, which is true. So it means the feasible region for line L1 is below the line. And let us come to line L2. So for line L2, what is my L2? L2 is x1 plus x2 greater than or equals to 3. So again, this is my L2 line. So it divides in two parts, below the line and above the line. So I will look a point below the line, which is very easy for me to calculate, that is origin. So we'll get 0 plus 0 is greater than or equals to 3. Means 0 greater than or equals to 3, which is false. So it means this is not a favorable region where we have origin. It means other one is my favorable region. So the favorable region for line L2 is above the line. Now if I saw, do you find any common part between the two? The answer is no, because it is going downwards and it is going upward. Since there is no, so we can draw the diagram for a while. So this is my one shaded region and say this is my another shaded region, but again we are dealing in the first quadrant, but we do not find any common region, right? So what is the result out of this? Thus the two shaded region are in the first quadrant but do not overlap, resulting in no feasible region. Got it? So thus we conclude that LPP has no feasible solution. So with these three examples we have learned each and every case, and this completes my graphical method. Thank you.